right. Did you guys all come prepared?
Yes.
Y'all got things you want to talk about?
Yes.
All right.
Are we going to actually finally talk about Endgame?
We
KJ
can.
already talked about it.
Yeah, Katie.
Don't act like I haven't talked about it with everyone who's seen it so far.
We talked about it because we went to it together and then had a sleepover.
Sure did.
And got up in the morning and grabbed our microphones and talked about it.
I don't do sleepovers.
Okay.
Lame.
You also don't go to movies with us.
No.
That's true.
There's a lot of things I don't do.
He just doesn't like hanging out with us.
Stand by, guys.
It's
Hang
not
on,
you.
Hang on. That was the pre-show. It's time. The Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast, starring Katie,
Hello.
Johna,
Hello.
Kitsie.
What's up?
Way to be different.
Oh, we're doing this today. Okay.
All right, everybody go around and have a different voice now. And me. Starring Katie.
Wait, we forgot who was me.
I'm me. KJ.
Who's me?
KJ.
We don't know.
Okay.
Can't tell.
All right,
I'm
Katie.
so lost right now.
Same.
Just to speak in a different voice.
Hello.
No, like an accent. Come on.
I can't do accents on the spot.
You can do it.
No, I can't. I have to be by myself.
Be like. All right. Well, none of
She's
us.
so difficult.
She is. Every time.
ridiculous.
Wait,
Every
wait.
time. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Johna?
Hello. You said an accent. That was my accent.
And what were we going for?
I'm very bad at
British. I'm
accents.
going British.
Vaguely British.
All right.
Yeah.
Kitsie?
Hey there, don't you know?
Oh.
Oh.
It's the only
wait,
accent
wait.
I know.
Put a howdy in there.
Hey.
I suck at accents too, so we'll
Oh
just.
no! Do your
You
Johna
gotta do one,
accent.
too.
Hi, Johna?
Yeah, do your Johna impersonation. That's
For
my
Southern
fave.
Belle.
Oh, your Southern Belle?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta get in Johna mode. I can't watch Michael B. Jordan again!
I can't watch Captain America marry another woman.
Oh my gosh,
You right? I get it.
Yeah. So, Chris Evans, just throwing that out there that now that he's got some free time on his hands,
A lot of free time.
he'd like a wife and to make babies.
I'm 100% here for you, Chris.
I am terrified for him right now.
Right?
First, that he said this to the press.
Right.
Secondly, I picture women clawing their way into his home at this point.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
That's
I'll
how
ever
it
be
works.
in the same space as Chris Evans, so I don't think it's gonna work out for me.
Do you think you'd be able to handle that?
I'd honestly probably faint.
He's so wonderful.
And
I
also,
know he is.
Johnny,
Very big.
you don't want to have kids, would you?
Oh, I would
procreate?
have Chris Evans' babies.
You
I
would?
would push
It's very
them out.
particular.
I would push them out naturally for him.
That's a lot.
I know.
Wow, that is dedication right there.
Very
Yeah.
dedicated to Chris.
What would you name your babies with Chris Evans?
Chris Evans Jr.
Chris
Of
Evans Jr.
Caps Jr.
Yep. Steve,
Well, Steve, of course.
Steven.
Steve and Roger.
Whatever
Johna the
Chris
Second.
wants to name. Not Johna the Second. Maybe John.
You
Not
can
Johna.
name one Kitsie if you want. I'm just putting that out
Totally. Middle
Oh,
name.
there we
Name's
go.
available,
Okay,
Kitsie, for
we
you.
go.
there. Gotcha.
Should we? Okay, there's a couple things that I do want to talk about. There is some science that proves that 1, 2, 3 of the 4 kind of nerdy girls right now are good people.
Science.
Ooh.
Yes, there's.
I bet it's not me.
I was say, I wonder who the bad one is.
You notice how, and y'all don't notice, but I noticed that KJ wouldn't look at me as she was saying that.
You will be shocked.
She looked at
This is
everyone
shocking.
else.
Shocking.
not, I bet.
And we've got some of the funniest lines from the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Mhm.
It's all
Yes.
wrapped up. so
Forever?
think about some things that you found funny. No crying, no crying.
Okay, no
We
problem.
said funny, not sad.
Do you want to talk about Endgame? Are you
Yes.
tired of talking about Endgame?
No.
I was saying, I haven't talked with y'all about Endgame,
Okay,
so this
all right,
needs to
all right,
happen.
all right. Then it's happening. Let's talk about it. What's on your mind? First thing you think of?
Spoilers.
I just
first.
want you all to know I love you 3000.
Love you,
Aw.
3000.
Next.
It was beautiful. It was closure.
Mhm.
I know I told you guys I didn't want to see it because I didn't want it to end.
Mhm.
I felt it ended
Mhm.
magically.
Yeah, it did.
I
Yes.
almost didn't go because I was like, well, I can't handle this.
And
Yeah.
then Katie, who hates Iron Man
I cried 6 times.
admitted that she cried.
One of which was spoilers, and I feel like I can't say this
That's
enough.
fine. This is
When Iron Man died, I actually
Yes.
gave him some tears. I cried for him.
Oh.
I can't even believe that.
I know,
And
right?
Think about it, guys. He started all this.
Yeah,
Yes, he
It
did.
started
Yeah.
with Iron Man.
Yes.
Can I just say the one disappointing thing that happened during the movie?
Yeah.
Is when he said, "I am Iron Man," and the song didn't play.
Yeah.
That's
was-
true.
I was
I feel
expecting more of like a psych.
I feel like he needed a better line than "I am Iron Man." Then I don't know what it would have been, but I
Do
feel
we
like
think it
there
was
could
a
have been a
diss
better
on
line.
DC? I am Batman.
No, it would have had to have been I am Iron Man.
Now that's an accent right
There
there.
you go.
Very
That's
nice.
my Christian Bale.
Very nice.
Well done.
I think that was actually deeper than
Probably.
Christian Bale.
Hire
Christian
me.
Bale's a little more groveling.
I can be the next Batman.
You could be.
Oh,
well,
I'd love to
Yeah,
freaking
right.
see
Yeah,
that.
right.
Yeah.
I'd pay to see that DC movie.
I would pay to see it too.
You'd get paid to be
Listen,
it.
DC,
Oh.
you need some good ideas.
Yeah. I mean, if they can turn Thor into a woman, why can't they turn Batman
Yeah,
into
right.
a woman?
That is true.
Thorbalina.
Huh?
What?
Thumbelina.
I
Thorbalina.
totally got it.
Somebody
Oh, I
gets
did
it.
not. I
Okay,
did not.
fine.
I
Moving
kinda
on.
got it.
Moving on.
All right, Katie, what about you? Your immediate thoughts when I say Endgame?
I cried 6 times.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad everybody got a little bit of closure, right? Like Thor
Yeah.
got to see his mom or whatever, and we get to creepily stare at Peggy through the window. But
Oh, what a good
it
time.
did feel complete at the end, and I'm a big fan of like the soundtracks and the scenery and stuff like that, and it was very well done and it was very beautiful. My favorite part and what I wish would have happened was finally letting Captain America swear in the scene where he's overlooking like the aliens that all just rolled up, and you see
Mhm.
kind of the sun over here in the sky, and it's all gloomy and dark, and it's just him by himself. Would have been the perfect opportunity, but
To
they
drop
didn't.
an F-bomb.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Or
But
at
he
least
did-
let Nick Fury have it.
Yeah,
Right.
but he did swear a couple times.
He
Like,
did.
2 or
He
3
did. I was
times.
like,
like
oh.
3 times. It was
I
like
didn't
cat.
notice it.
You
You
did
didn't?
it?
Well, I mean, stuff was going down.
I mean,
Yeah.
the first time he did it, he said, "Let's go get this son of a bitch." I said, "Cap language. What is
I
happening
know.
here?"
I know. John and I
Maybe
looked at
that's
each
why I
other.
really liked him in this one.
Clutch my pearls.
Yeah,
Oh.
and when he, looked at himself and he's like, "That is
This is
America's
So
ass."
I was like, "Yeah, it is."
That was brilliant. So I did see that was the only spoiler I had because everybody's posting the Cap ass.
Yep.
memes
Mhm.
everywhere,
Yes.
and I didn't
Cap
realize
ass.
it tied into the movie. I thought we were all just like missing his ass.
Mhm.
That and Thor's beer gut.
Oh.
Can we talk about Thor's dad bod?
Yes.
Winning.
I think that was
So
past
hot.
dad bod. That's grandpa bod,
That was Lebowski legit.
as
And,
they referred to him as such.
and he looked amazing still.
And it was so fun.
The beard was perfect. The dreads were amazing. He cannot look bad.
I loved when they braided his beard when
Yes.
when the lightning was coming. I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm here for
I
it."
wish he'd have put on his old costume and it was like a crop top because it
Oh,
covered the beer
that's the
gut.
only thing that was
Yeah,
missing.
But they did do the side view, and even in his armor, he
He was
still
so
had
fat.
the beer gut.
It was beautiful.
I was like, "Oh, he's not gonna be fat anymore once he gets his armor
That's
on."
what I
Nope.
thought.
My favorite part of this movie, though, was the entirety of Scott Lang because he's the most normal person involved in
love him so
superhero
much.
stuff.
Oh my
Because
gosh.
the entire time he's like, you know what, Captain America, I appreciate your ass. Right.
Right.
Are you telling me that Back to the Future is a lie? Like,
It's
he's
wrong
just
man.
kind of rolling with it.
He's the straight man. Or is
Yes.
he the... No, he's the punchline guy. Never mind.
Yeah.
He's
Shut up
definitely
and
the
make
I
fun of
am
her.
way out of my league here guy.
Yes.
That character is amazing.
Oh, and when he saw his daughter,
Ugh.
she's all grown up.
The heartstrings.
Oh my
Can we talk about
gosh.
that?
Or how the kid on the bicycle just ignored him.
Right.
Right.
He was just like, "I don't even want to talk to you." Just kept on riding his bike down the street. Okay, cool.
Well, he had to be like, "What are you talking about?
Dude, it's been 5
It's
years.
been 5 years. Where
Yeah.
have you been?"
So the kid at Iron Man's funeral or whatever.
The
random
kid, the random like kid,
Yeah, who
teenage
was
kid.
it?
That's the kid from the Iron Man where he was like in
Iron
the
Man 3.
garage or whatever,
3.
and he was building his suit
Oh.
Because time has passed, remember?
Yeah.
So I have a theory about this.
Okay.
Well, Chris and I, my husband and I, have a
Yeah.
theory about this. He's going to be the next Iron Man.
again.
You think
Oh.
so?
That's what Chris said, and I'm like, I could buy that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
both times I watched it, I was like, "What?
Who's this
Who's
child?
this kid standing here?"
Because I was like, did I miss a movie?
And Chris Googled in who is the kid, and standing at Tony Stark's funeral was the first thing that came
Oh
up
my
on
gosh.
Yeah.
Google, so
Wow.
everybody wanted to know.
Thanks, guys. I had no idea. I
Surprise.
did want to know, but I didn't Google it.
Surprise.
Katie just told me when I got to work. She was
Oh,
like,
she
"Hey,
did?
by the way," I was like, "Oh, cool."
For not
Thanks.
caring much about the movies, I figured it out.
Any other surprises?
I was glad that they went with funny. I was expecting like just getting beat down for 3 straight hours.
Like Infinity
the
War.
first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. I
But the
think-
entire time I was like, ha, 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 ha. Am I supposed to be laughing? Should I be scared?
I
Like,
know.
is it coming?
And
What's
I-
going to happen?
I love Banner in the Hulk/Banner state.
I
at
love
all
it.
times.
To be
That was
perfectly
ridiculous.
honest, I had to look away from the screen during that, like, where they asked for a photo because I was so uncomfortable.
You were?
I can't handle secondhand embarrassment, and the entire part where I'm right, man.
No, you don't want a picture. No.
I know, I
They
could
want a
not look
picture.
at it.
And then Banner's like, "No, take a picture with him. Take a picture with him."
No, please no.
We don't know who that is.
I'm so glad he was a bigger part of this one. I
Yes.
really, truly
Mhm.
was.
Yes. Can we talk about Black Widow? Why
R.I.P.
did she
Let's
have
talk
to
about
be
her
the one
hair
to go?
first.
Yes.
Glad
Okay.
the red's back.
I love the half and half.
Yes.
The
I
blonde
thought it made
tips.
her look like she was like 85.
Well, she didn't dye her hair in 5 years.
It
That's
honestly
right.
looked like she was
that.
really going through a midlife crisis. It was just like, F my hair, and I don't care about anything
I-
else.
But I loved
She
it.
did
She
so
could have
fair
like cut it
point.
off though.
And when-
honestly,
You see us, we're gonna have that hairstyle.
Yeah, and when
Lord,
seriously, because I've been talking about this for years with my hairstylist because of my red hair and the grays that are coming in are like white, like they're like
Stark.
Whoa! I'm like, well, at
they're
some
like,
point,
what?
whoa! At some point, I'm just gonna have red and silver hair. So when I
Oh,
was
cool.
watching Black Widow, and you know I love Black Widow, I'm like, there's my hair. I'm gonna tell my stylist now it's cool. I want you to make my hair part red, part blonde. And when she had it in the braid,
Oh, amazing.
Didn't you have red and blonde hair at one point?
oh, it didn't go well.
I'm about to say, I feel like when I met you, you had hair.
Blonde
like
is
that.
not for everyone.
It didn't. It was more
What are you trying to
orange.
say, Katie?
I don't want to talk about.
You gotta
that.
own it.
You gotta own
Well,
it.
now I'm worried if I own it or not.
Well, you wouldn't hear it from me if you didn't, so.
That's why I love you.
Okay, let's talk about the whole getting the soul stone thing, because the entire time I was like, we know who's gonna die. Quit being whiny babies about it.
You knew the whole
The
time. it was
entire time.
Black
He's
Widow?
got a whole family. No.
Exactly. She.
Yeah,
exact- I knew
duh,
it.
she's gonna be the one
Yeah.
to die. And I knew the second she was like being all casual about it, I was like, oh yeah, because he's like, yeah, no, we'll figure it out or whatever. And then she's like trying to run off the cliff. No, we knew the entire time. He's got a family.
Who is we?
Me.
I didn't know.
We and me and myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
y'all two knew. Okay, I thought it was gonna be Hawkeye.
I watched that,
100%.
and it was. I honestly thought it was like throwing themselves in front of each other. No, I'll die. No, I'll die. No, I'll die.
Besties.
We know you're gonna die. Go on, move on.
And
I know you're so sad because you love that character so much, KJ. Okay, you're gonna throw Red Skull off the cliff? That doesn't work. Like,
It
one of us
doesn't.
has to go.
I would have been like, I love you, Red Skull, and then pushed him.
Okay,
But that
I
doesn't do
heard-
anything. He already doesn't
Okay,
have a soul.
But if that doesn't work, we still pushed Red Skull
here's
off
a
the
thought I
cliff.
had.
Don't come
A,
Ross Marquand. We can't do that.
how did he
Is
end
that
up
who
in
that
space?
is?
Yes.
No, it
You're
is
right.
not.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
Okay, hang on. The amount of times that I have worked conventions with Ross Marquand, I did
And
not
you
know
didn't know he was Red Skull?
Skull.
He is for the last two.
Ah!
Yes.
Well, today we learned.
Well, I still would like to
The
push him off a
more
cliff.
you
Also,
know.
the
Not
more
Ross.
you know.
Yeah.
A, how did Red Skull get to space? And B, Steve Rogers had to go put the Soul Stone back, so
Very
they
true.
know each other. So imagine
yeah.
them meeting back up
I
in
would love to
space.
see the movie with Steve meeting Red Skull in
Oh my
space.
gosh, Red Skull, what
After
are
all
you
those
doing
years.
here?
I haven't seen you in forever, man.
Aren't you like a Nazi?
How'd that go for you?
How'd you end up in space?
Wow, you haven't aged a bit.
You've aged dramatically. I'm lying.
I feel like you're a different person on the inside. Oh, you are. You're Ross Marquand now.
You're like a ghost now. But
Wow. Last time I saw you, you didn't float.
we'll see you in 5 years.
I was so happy to see, and I'm Alzheimer's years old, so I can't remember the character name. The
Alzheimer's
Rock
years
from Ragnarok.
Oh,
The guy-
yes, yes.
Oh,
make
Korg.
it into this.
Korg.
Yes.
Korg, yes.
Isn't that the director?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
Is
amazing.
it really?
Yeah.
I'm
Of
learning
Ragnarok.
so much
Yeah.
from this
I
podcast.
know, right?
Yeah, the
amazing.
directors were each in Endgame, too. Like, of the main three
Oh, I
guys.
didn't know that.
Mhm.
Korg, of course, and then the guy sitting at like the self-help meeting at the beginning with Captain America was the director of the first Avenger.
Yes.
And then of course
Happy, right?
Happy is the
Yeah.
director
Oh,
of Iron
yeah,
Man.
yeah, yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
huh.
Little Little secrets.
Yeah, I have to go
Little
see it
secrets.
Katie told me
again.
that too.
Well, I feel like you guys have one up on me because you've seen it twice.
I've only seen it once.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
So only
You've
I've seen it twice.
Okay.
The second time I caught a lot more
I bet.
because you're not as on the edge of your seat. You
Right.
know when you're going to be sad. You know the shocking things.
You
that
know
are
when
gonna
you can go
happen.
to the bathroom.
I still didn't go to the bathroom. Like
I didn't either. This
Me
is
neither.
now, wait a
miracle.
second.
I held
That
it, too.
is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I dehydrated myself.
Me
Yes.
too.
Yes.
I did the same thing. I was like, it's noon, no more water.
Yep. I had one of those little mini bottles of water they give you on the airplane. I'm like, this is all you get.
No,
all
I didn't
day.
even give myself that. I was like, past lunch, nothing till the movie's over.
When we got to the movie, KJ's husband like went and got us like snacks and stuff. He's like, "Oh, here's a Pepsi and here's some
No.
popcorn." And I was like, "I'm not drinking that or eating that. I am sitting right here and I'm not moving until this movie is over."
Can
Oh,
we
I
talk
had
about
that.
how he brought us so much popcorn?
Your husband, he did buy a lot of popcorn.
Like I'm
I-
pretty
He
sure.
bought like a giant bucket and then like 3 or 4 individual buckets too. I was like, "There's only 4 of us here. What are you doing?"
see an army?
Plus, yes, and plus he with the drinks and the candy and the popcorn that he bought, he had to text our friend Clay that was with us to come let him in because he couldn't open the door to the theater.
Well, you could check. I don't understand that.
And when he
Like,
left,
maybe it was like, hey Siri,
Oh,
please
yeah.
send help.
I don't know.
Oh gosh, she's calling 911.
I don't want to. It worked.
When he left, he was like, "Anybody want popcorn? Anybody want something to drink?" And we all were like, "No, no, no. Maybe
But
maybe a little popcorn. Just grab some."
KJ said, "I want some Reese's Pieces."
Yes,
That's my favorite in the movie.
Reese's
theater.
Pieces at the theater. You gotta have it.
Aren't they pieces?
But he
I
came
know,
back
they're
with like
Pieces.
a full meal.
Yeah, he did, and he brought me wine. I'm like,
Yes, he did.
Oh, I would definitely have to pee if I had.
right. I'm like, you brought. Who do
Wine
you
will
think?
make you go to the bathroom.
Yes.
Like, no.
Yes.
I do have to give a shout out to the jerk that was sitting behind me while I watched the show.
Oh,
and was
no.
talking through it the entire time.
How dare
I
you.
turned around and looked at him like, can you keep it to yourself?
Ooh, tell him.
And he shut up for a minute,
Uh,
and then he started talking again. I look, I'm like, dude, seriously.
get him.
Mm.
Get him.
Oh
Tell
my
him.
gosh.
As a movie talker, I did not.
Same.
And
Oh,
I
except for that one time. That
Except for the one time when
The
the-
one time, but that's about it.
When the whole theater was quiet, as Captain
Everybody
America
was so
stood
loud
there,
at first, though.
and we're all
Everyone was
cheering
so
on
loud.
Captain America because he gets the hammer, right? And there's just, I don't know why, it got
Just this
quiet
super
for just a
great
moment.
fight scene.
And everyone's like, yeah, yeah. And then silence, and Johnny yells, "That's so hot."
Except I thought everyone was gonna continue yelling. That's why I had said it because I
No.
was like, but then it was really quiet as soon as I said it. I was like,
You know,
oh
everybody
no.
in that movie theater is still talking
Oh,
about
Yeah,
it.
they were cracking up. I
The
was like,
whole
oh my
theater
god.
laughed. And then
But
you
it
could
was
hear her
hot.
go, "I didn't mean for you to hear that."
I did it. I
The voice
did
in
it.
my head is so loud
I
right
did it.
now.
But it was hot. Seeing Captain America fight with his shield and the hammer. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
its
When he
name
got
is
that
Mjolnir.
hammer, it
Man.
was. It was.
See?
It was pretty
beautiful.
hot.
See?
Not gonna lie.
See?
Yeah.
It was very well choreographed, and it was one of
Mhm.
my favorite parts of the movie.
I
Where
have
he
to-
was just laying it on him. I was like, yeah,
Right.
get
When
him.
he did like the undercut, he
Yeah.
swooped him up.
Throw some lightning in
Yeah.
there.
I
Yeah.
was like, I've never been so attracted to Captain America in my life.
That's a lie.
You're right. The attraction was at its peak then, though.
Katie, were you a little disappointed at the lack of screen time that Bucky
Oh
had?
my
They
God.
did my man dirty.
We were just talking about this on the way over here.
All right, let it out, Katie.
Well, the entire movie, I was like, "Where's Bucky? Where is he? Where is he? Is he coming back? Where is he?" Then he finally rolls up, walking out of that portal or whatever. I was like, "Finally, some good content." And then they didn't even mention him, didn't acknowledge him,
Why would they?
not until the end, like the last 5 minutes. And I was like, "How dare they?" It was a good movie, but how dare they?
Were you upset he didn't get the shield?
No,
What?
Falcon deserves it.
You've been
What?
waiting for-
I'm curious of everyone's thoughts. On
My feelings are
the
hurt,
handoff.
but I think it was the right choice
Why?
because
Because you've wanted Bucky to have
because
it.
Falcon didn't kill people for 70 years. Okay, John
We're
is
talking
right.
about this too.
Oh, okay.
That was under.
I know he was a prisoner, mind control.
It wasn't
you know.
his fault.
Don't act like we don't all know who killed your parents, Tony Stark. Right? Come on, get
Right.
over it.
Wow, a little respect for the dead, please.
Nope, they've been dead. Moving on.
No, Tony Stark.
Everybody else is dead too. Right? Like,
All the
I'm
other
hoping
people.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier is the two of them trying to figure out life after Captain America because they don't have anything in common except him.
With
Yes.
Spidey's help. For
Yeah,
sure.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Like, I hope it's like they're like roommates or something and they're trying to figure it out without him.
It's like the odd couple.
Do you think anyone will show up in Spider-Man: Far From Home? Because
God, I hope
that's,
so.
I mean, that's coming out in July. It's not that far off.
They might.
Is that really coming out in July?
It's really
July
coming-
5th.
Goodness.
Yep.
Isn't it?
We'll have a because our kind of nerdy night out is July 8th.
Ooh.
Katie.
It's my whole birthday
wait.
month.
Katie.
Same.
What?
Birthday month. Calm down.
Okay, when does it come out? You ain't going to that one.
I'm not going to it. It is coming out in
No.
Soon.
It come out-
September.
I was about to say, doesn't it come out in like November or something?
Yeah.
There's another
My boy-
Kate movie?
Chapter
Yeah.
2.
I haven't even
The other
seen
half of the
first
book.
one.
Yeah.
The other half of the book.
Yeah, September and October are Katie's kind of nerdy night out movies.
Me and KJ will not be there.
It Too and The Joker. Don't care.
The Joker I may go to.
I'm going to go see that because I want to see it.
Are you actually gonna
It's Joaquin.
stay? for
I'm
the
worried. Well,
movies?
A, it's Joaquin. But B, I'm worried about it.
It's Joaquin.
And
We're
I
besties.
hope they treat it right.
Yeah.
But if it's a train wreck, I want to go see it with my own eyes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm not interested.
I am. I'm
Me
very
and KJ are
interested.
gonna do.
The trailer made me feel better. The picture, I was like, uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
But when they
Right.
released the trailer, I was like, okay, better.
Nope.
Better. And to be honest, maybe they won't even mention Batman.
Isn't this like? Is this pre-Batman?
Yeah.
Have they
Okay.
cast the new Batman?
No.
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 Okay.
They're looking at everything I know about the new Batman will be it's set in the 90s and it's going to be a younger Bruce Wayne. So like going back to
I heard a rumor that it was gonna be Robert Pattinson from Twilight.
Yes.
As we all know, and I was like,
Ugh.
maybe.
I'll do
I
anything
could
to
kind
save
of
you,
see him as
Gotham.
Batman.
Can we get? Is it Cedric Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
And not the vampire Robert Pattinson. Like,
He
put some
also
weight
didn't
on boy.
appreciate Vampire Robert Pattinson. Everybody rags on that movie.
but I don't think if they're going for someone younger, I mean no offense to, Robert Pattinson,
Well,
but
he's late 30s at this point,
yeah,
I guess.
that's
I don't know. I
Not
just
gonna
saw this
be-
He's a
weird
vampire. They don't
poster
age,
thing.
remember?
what is
He's
he doing
18
right now?
forever.
What has he been doing?
He did a couple movies.
I think he made some songs for a while there.
What?
He did?
What?
Yeah, he's got music. On the
What?
Twilight Special Edition soundtrack, he wrote a couple songs.
You have the Twilight Special
It had
Edition
Muse
soundtrack.
on it.
I am
Okay,
so
it
Can I
judged.
borrow
had
that,
Muse
please?
and Paramore on it, and I bought it.
I need to borrow that, please.
I have it.
Let me borrow it.
I am in my corner judging Katie.
You should.
Don't judge her.
You should.
I love Twilight.
You should. The soundtrack was bomb for how awful a movie that was.
Hey.
Why was there a
Ooh.
Twilight Special Edition soundtrack?
Because it had extra songs that Robert
Because they
Pattinson
could
made on
sell
it.
them to little girls.
And I bought
which
it.
They were at that point.
I didn't know that they had that. Or
I was like,
also
oh, I
would've
love
bought it.
Muse. Sure.
While we're in that era, did you see that Joe Jonas got married
Yes. I
No
did
more
see that.
Jonases, except for Frankie.
to Sansa?
Oh, who is blonde now and stunning? Can I
Yes.
just put that out there? But yes, I
She's taller
saw
than
Yes,
us, so I
Sophie
love
Turner.
it.
Let's talk about the most important news about the Jonas Brothers is that they're coming to Indianapolis on September 13th. Let's talk about it.
No,
It's the
marriage.
day after my birthday.
I'm
Indy.
too geeked about it, and I'm gonna buy tickets.
It's
Give
the
me your number. We're
Happiness
gonna-
Starts Here tour.
Yeah, it does.
No,
I
it
just
doesn't.
hurt my mouth a little bit.
I can't wait.
Now, if they don't play Burning Up, it's not worth it.
I already called all my
Don't
friends
even
and
know
told them
what
about
that
it.
is.
The best
Burning
Jonas
Up.
Brothers
It's the-
song of all
it's-
time.
Honestly, it's the only Jonas Brothers song I know.
It's the best one.
Burn it up, burn
Year
it up for
3000
your
was pretty
love.
good too, but not as good.
How's that go?
Said I've been to the year 3000.
I'm not singing it. It
Nope.
Not much has changed, but they lived underwater.
was really
No.
great.
I know them from Night at the Smithsonian and when they were little angels and they sang there. That's it.
Basically, like that's their whole career. Yep.
What was the Disney show? Was it the Specials Camp something that they were
Camp
on?
Rock.
They also had a TV show
True
for a little bit,
classic.
too.
Yeah.
Camp Rock?
I never
Yeah, they
saw
lived in
Camp
like a
Rock, though.
firehouse or something. And there's a fourth Jonas brother.
Frankie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't talk
The
about
ignored
him.
one. They don't
Yes.
even talk
The
about Kevin
ignored
enough,
one.
and he's in the band.
I do have to
Like
say,
the one Hemsworth nobody talks about.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
there's
yeah.
multiple. Yeah.
yeah,
There's like 3 of them, right?
Who is on
There's Chris.
Westworld.
There's Liam.
is he?
And then
There's
the
other Hemsworth.
the other Hemsworth.
And
He's
other
actually
Hemsworth.
really good.
Number
too.
Is
3.
Yeah.
Does he
looks
look like
short.
them?
Hemsworth
He
number
looks like
3.
a shorter version of them.
Oh,
Ah.
okay.
Stockier.
Like
Mhm.
the third property brother.
There's a third property?
Yes!
No.
Yes! There's a
They're
third
not
property
triplets,
brother.
are they?
No, they're not triplets, but there's a third property brother. It's Jonathan and Drew, and then their other brother.
How
Wow.
much does it have to suck to be the other brother?
Ooh.
Or
He's
it
got
could
emo
be
kid
quite
hair.
amazing.
Ooh.
Yeah. What's
Who,
that?
the other property
The
brother?
third property brother has emo kid hair.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he
Because
does.
he's all mad. 'Cause
He's in his scene phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all
I want to watch that
angry.
show.
Property brother?
Emo Property Brothers.
Clayton and I have an idea. We want to do haunted property people.
I'd buy it.
Ooh.
And reno haunted homes.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
Ooh, I should hit up the property brother.
You got to get everything approved via the ghosts.
No, we just yell at them the whole time.
I mean,
Tell them
Yeah.
to go away.
Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it.
Speaking of 90s kids,
Yes.
did you
Woo.
see that they are restarting at Blue's Clues?
No.
It's not the same.
But
What?
Steve is casting the new Steve.
Steve went to college. He abandoned us.
TJ.
I follow Steve on Instagram. I've had a crush on him since the 90s.
Really?
He's bald now.
Yep.
Wait a
Yes.
second.
He's a
So were you
musician.
watching Blue's Clues with
My
your
kids were that age.
kids?
Oh, yeah.
I was a Blue's
totally.
Clues kid.
I love Blue's Clues.
And you
Oh
were
my
like,
God.
yeah, I also want to learn a thing or two from Steve.
I loved Blue's Clues.
We didn't
Girl.
appreciate Joe.
Girl.
All the Steves all around.
Hey, Steve, how you doing? I got mail for
Here's the mail, it never fails.
you. It makes me want
Wanna
to wag my
wag
tail.
When it comes, I wanna wail. Mail.
Oh, that
Yeah.
just happened.
Call me.
I'm glad you guys started it because I was gonna start it, so I'm glad
Wow.
that you guys started
Every
it.
time I get mail. Every time.
Every time?
Every time. Even at work.
So
But I
there's
was
gonna.
a teenager when I started having my kids, so I pretty much grew up with my children.
Ah.
I loved Nickelodeon just
Okay.
as much
Yeah.
as they did.
Oh, they're remaking all that too.
The third parent, Nickelodeon.
Nice. Yeah, well, I mean, it was so
Was it
good.
your third parent?
Yes.
Do you want to talk about
I
that?
love Nickelodeon.
Mine was PBS,
Oh, yeah.
so.
Yeah,
Nickelodeon's a jam.
Cyber Chase was amazing. Great show.
Don't know it.
Between the Lions was pretty good.
Nope.
Okay.
What
Oh,
else?
Sagwa.
Sagwa was pretty good.
Nope.
What?
Sagwa, the Siamese cat. She lived in
There-
China or
is
whatever.
Nick?
Yeah.
No, it's
No, that's
PBS.
PBS.
Oh, I grew up on PBS. My kids, I was like, no, you need Nick.
Nickelodeon
Yeah.
was
You need Nick.
Blue's Clues. What are the
We
We
other
don't
ones?
talk about Dora.
Yeah.
Dora
Danny
was
Phantom?
my sister's age.
There's a new Dora movie coming out.
There
It
is.
looks-
It's
it
not
looks
Diego. I
awful.
don't care.
It's
It
not
doesn't
Diego.
look
I don't care.
Yeah.
And
We
did
also
you?
had to watch Diego for a while.
Rugrats was my jam.
Oh yes.
I went to
Rugrats.
Reptar Live when I was a kid.
Jealous. Love
Were you guys
Reptar.
into Zoe 101? Please say yes.
Yes.
Because
Oh
I
my
love
God.
that show.
Until she had the
100%.
baby and it
Yeah, until she
ended.
got pregnant.
Yeah.
How dare she?
I feel like you guys are speaking a different language. I haven't understood.
What about
anything you've
Rocco's
said.
Modern Life?
Oh yeah, my jam.
Met Rocco
We
in
did.
Lexington.
Yes.
How was that?
What a great guy.
Doug.
Oh,
Love Doug.
love Doug.
Hey Arnold.
Oh,
Hey
football
Arnold.
head. Love it.
Classic.
Nope.
Did you guys watch the Harold movie where he like
Found his parents.
found his parents or whatever?
They were like in the
Don't
jungle
remember.
sleeping or something.
No.
Yeah,
What?
it's on Netflix, I think.
Speaking of the jungle, the wild thornberries.
Oh
Yeah.
yes,
Cat
love
dog.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dog.
Cat dog.
Cat dog. I had a lot of
Alone in
time
the
with
world
my
is a little
kids.
cat dog.
I was blessed.
While we're in this era, Katie, did you play Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes.
Okay. So
Did you see the new Sonic
have you seen the trailer?
I want to burn my eyes out.
Tell me
Tell me
more.
about it.
Okay. What do you know about Sonic?
He runs fast.
My kids play.
He runs
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
He's a hedgehog. He's
Yeah.
blue.
Rings.
Yep.
There's rings. He's animated, right?
Yep.
He has the one weird big joined eye where his two eyes live in it, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like goggles.
Mm-hmm.
They took everything about it and destroyed it.
Oh no.
So he has two eyes. He has people teeth.
He has a full mouth.
Full mouth of teeth.
It's full
Oh,
mouth.
that's
of
gotta
teeth.
be so weird.
It's really creepy.
It's like a goose, but worse.
Oh no.
It's like a goose. But
They took
worse.
everything I loved and
Does he still
destroyed it.
have the awesome hair?
No.
No.
No, God.
And it's the kind of animation where he looks like it didn't make it through the uncanny valley.
Stop.
And he has like okay, in the animated part of it, he's got like these little chicken legs and then big shoes, right?
Yes.
So now he has like regularly proportioned feet to his body and it's really
oh,
uncomfortable.
that's just weird.
Yeah. And there's like normal people in this movie too.
How dare they make
Mhm.
it proportionate? Jim Carrey's in it.
What?
Yeah, so it's kind of like that Smurfs movie with Neil Patrick Harris. Where
It
it's a
personally
mixture of
hurts my
the
feelings.
Cartoon and the real
Katie's so
people.
personally attacked.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone who was like, that looks exactly the way I wanted it to.
No,
That's
it
gonna
is
be great.
It hurts my eyes and my feelings.
When is that coming out? Is that next year?
I
I didn't actually watch the whole trailer. Like, I
Yeah.
watched like half of it, and then I saw Jim Carrey, and I was like, okay.
Yeah,
done
he's
with
Dr.
this.
Robotnik.
What
who's
are we
the
gonna
bad
do
guy.
about Pikachu?
Detective Pikachu? I trust more than Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's a given.
But are we
Right.
gonna go
still,
see
I
that?
don't
I'm
wanna
gonna go see
I
it.
don't want to
It
go
is
see it.
Ryan Reynolds, though.
I know,
I'm
but it's
gonna
not
go see
Ryan
it.
Reynolds. It's just his voice.
Which
Yeah.
is sexy still.
In
But
a
I don't want to think
Pikachu?
of Pikachu like that.
Ooh.
Well,
That's
I'll just
creepy.
imagine
When
Ryan
I-
Reynolds.
When I hear Pikachu, I just hear Pika Pika. That's all I hear. Like, I hear some high-pitched
that.
thing. Pikachu speaking in full
It's
sentences
weird.
is going to throw me off.
I'm gonna go watch it anyway.
That's
Okay.
why.
Yeah.
Wow, Katie's going to go see a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I go see movies without you guys.
I know, you're so
Yep.
with us.
Well, that one's coming up in a couple weeks, right?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it comes out the weekend of our Wish.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
next
yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, that's next weekend.
Goodness.
Panic.
Did
just
y'all realize
ensued.
how soon that is?
Wishes,
'Cause that's
wants,
soon.
and wine. Yes, we're going to spend all weekend loading up the website with silent auction items.
Yay.
Last time I checked, I
Yay.
believe Ravenclaw had raised the most amount of money.
Ah,
So
what?
If you're listening online and you care about Gryffindor like I do,
Or not? Or the
Where
better
you at?
houses?
Wait, what was my house?
You're a
My
Huff.
Ra-
You're a Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw.
Yeah.
Woo, go
Yes,
Ravenclaws.
yes, yes. I think it was
Keep donating.
I think it was Ravenclaw and Slytherin, then Gryffindor, and like not a single Hufflepuff has donated.
Well, tell everybody where they can donate.
Okay, so if
Tell
you
your
go
husband to donate.
Wishes, Wands, and Wine.com, you will see Isabel's picture. You can learn her story. She's going through cancer right now, and she wants to write the next magical adventure like Harry Potter.
I believe in her so
Right?
hard.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
I think
Yeah.
she can do it.
So if you can attend the party, if you are here in Indianapolis locally, we'll be at Black Hawk Winery. If you can't attend the party, you can still help make her wish come true by
Please.
donating to your house.
Please.
We're
Please
gonna have a
do.
silent auction too. You want to hear some of the stuff in it?
Ooh, yeah.
Here's-
tell us
here's a
about
little
the silent
teaser.
auction.
She's got a list.
We got restaurant gift cards.
Mhm.
We got dog training.
Mhm.
We got pizza.
Mhm.
We got the pint cycle.
Ooh.
Mhm.
We got trips to Connor Prairie.
Ooh.
We got
Nice.
Newfield.
Did you
Ooh.
see we have trips to Mexico, Hawaii, and Napa Valley?
I did not
Out
secure
here.
those. Those
Okay.
were a surprise to me.
You're welcome.
Surprise, Hawaii!
Oh, and one to New York City to see a
Oh,
Broadway
nice.
show.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm a bid on that one.
We got
No, you're
You,
not.
you people better get bidding on this stuff. or
Yeah.
I'm
we
gonna
got
grab
craft
it all.
supplies.
Ooh.
We got custom T-shirts.
Mhm.
We got Flicks Brew House.
Nice.
We got
Katie loves sports.
other stuff I did not secure nor did not read until now as I'm reading it.
Ooh.
We got karate lessons.
Yes.
We got
Sweet.
gift certificates for balloon rides.
Ooh.
Like hot air balloons.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I don't
Those
want
are
to do
pretty to
that.
look at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from the
Very
ground.
pretty to look at.
You should bid on that then. I'll
I love
watch
it.
you.
Yeah.
We'll be adding more stuff every single day. And the goal, even if you don't want to bid on the silent auction, is to help Isabel, who we're going to get to know. We're actually going to go meet her tonight, aren't we, Katie?
Sure. I already
Yeah.
met her, but okay.
Did you record anything with her?
No.
Okay. Way to go.
How professional.
You
Nope.
know that nobody else can
Sorry,
hear
I
it
was
if you're not
focusing on the
recording.
needs and wants of the child rather than
Mm.
my needs and wants.
Mhm.
Mm.
Fine. So wishes, wands, and wine.com. Now, I believe in you and that we can grant this wish because science
Oh,
has
here we go.
proven
Science.
that people who love Harry Potter are good people.
It
Okay.
wasn't me.
It
wasn't me.
Yeah.
I didn't get singled out.
Fooled y'all, Jonah.
I'll be the bad person in
You
the
are
group.
a
I don't
bad
care.
You
person.
hear
even
that?
know
You're
you
a bad
anymore,
person.
man.
Yeah.
I'm a bad person.
Who are you?
That's cool.
Yes, people who
Anyways.
have read Harry Potter or seen the movies are more generous.
I've seen
more
one and
kind.
a half movies.
They have more empathy. They are just all in all. better
Yeah, none
people.
of those are you, Jonah.
I've seen 1.5 movies. So calm
And a
down.
half?
Yeah.
When did you see a half?
I saw half a movie whenever, which one was it? Half Blood Prince came out. My friend wanted to go see it for her birthday, and I kind of watched it, but I slept through most of it.
What?
So
I
I've
think
seen 1.5 movies.
This summer we should plan a day where we all four of us. I almost said five. Widow, you're welcome.
Oh,
The
well,
Captain
Shelley,
America
we'll
stand
get
is
Shelley.
invited.
We'll get Shelley. She's
And
not
just
here
watched one right after the other, and
I
you
support
will
that.
not love it.
I will be so busy this
It's
summer.
that or Lord of the Rings, and that's
Okay.
like 50
I
today. No,
hours.
do
I
Lord
will
of the
not
Rings.
do Lord of the Rings. No, Katie, you're alone there too.
Plus The Hobbit.
No,
Nope.
now I'm questioning whether or not you're a good person.
See? It's not just me now anymore.
I am a good person. Didn't you hear that survey? That is definitely absolutely
I'm
scientific
a
and
decent
accurate.
person because I've seen 1.5 movies.
You're okay, but
Okay.
You're a
you
poser.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a
you
faker,
could be
honestly.
better. You could
I-
be better.
I think I'm about as good as I'm gonna get. Honestly.
I believe in you.
You You've seen 19% of the movie.
Hey, woo!
A couple of headlines. It
I'm
sounds
mad that you
like
did the math.
that's what Katie
Looked out
does.
the calculator.
I can do fractions, okay?
That was hard, man.
It
Kudos.
is hard.
We are 100% good people because we've seen all the Harry Potter movies,
Look at
and
you
you are
guys.
19%.
That's
a
okay.
good person.
You know what that
Sounds
means?
about my math percentage, honestly.
You know what that means? You're 79% evil. Or 71% or something.
I
Whatever
can
the other
see
one
that.
is. Whatever the other one
That's
is.
okay. Chris Evans will still love me.
You know how, like, in Lilo and Stitch, she drew the picture of Stitch and your evil level was up here? That's you.
Yes. Okay.
We gotta work on that.
I'm fine. Thanks.
Look, I don't know if Johna has a soul. She's not even
Probably
affected by any of
She's
this.
a Death Eater. That just happened.
I wanted to say
Yeah.
neither does Natasha, but that's a little too soon.
Rude.
I'm basically
Rude.
Red Skull. I'm like, you better kill somebody to get this stone.
The entire time they were like that.
All right, a couple of headlines. Feel free to comment on them if you'd like. There is a good chance that Quentin Tarantino will be making the next Star Trek movie.
I love this.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Right?
I don't like Quentin Tarantino.
An
movies.
R-rated
Do
Star
you know
Trek.
what Star Trek is?
Yes.
Do you like Star Trek?
I've never seen it.
Okay.
Isn't Chris Pine in Star Trek?
Yes.
He
Correct.
is.
With his fine self.
With his blue eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Big
So
lips.
pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Abrams has directed all of them up until this point, correct?
Yes.
My boy JJ.
There was a
Does an amazing job.
so there was
He does a good job,
big-
Johna.
there was a big issue with casting and all of this. I don't know, all this behind the scenes stuff, because the next Star Trek movie was supposed to. Chris Hemsworth was supposed to come back
Oh, I was
as
in.
Chris Pine's father,
Okay.
right? Like, so there had to be
Oh,
some more
yeah, all the
time
Chris's.
travel again.
Chris was going to be the
get-
father of Chris.
He
Oh,
is.
he is. He is.
The very first one, he is.
Oh my gosh! And you should
How
watch it
funny.
because he's got such a baby face. Like you
Ooh.
just
And Chris Evans is his uncle. Didn't you tell?
Chris Evans is not in the movie.
Duh, I know.
This was like the did you ever see Cabin in the Woods? This is like
And Chris
Hemsworth,
Pratt's the
that
weird
era.
cousin.
And what?
Chris Pratt's the weird cousin.
So it's just all the Chris's.
Yep.
Don't believe anything
Yep.
Katie's saying.
I don't usually.
Sometimes I do. I say something and she's like, "Really?"
I'd have to Google it.
I was really looking forward to this next Star Trek because I was like, oh, cool. Chris Hemsworth will come back. There'll be some time travel. I got two hot Chris's in one movie.
He's too busy with
That's
Guardians of the
50%
Galaxy.
of the Chris's.
It's almost like the MCU all over again.
It
Two hot
is.
Chris's.
It is
Star Trek MCU.
But then, like, there was some big drama, and they just scrapped it. Like,
Whoops.
and so I don't know that anyone will be coming back if Quentin
Oh.
Tarantino does this movie.
It's the cast that did it for me.
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. So it's
I don't
not a
know.
done deal yet,
I
but
don't really like Quentin
it sounds
Tarantino
like it.
movies, so like I can honestly live without it.
I like that Quentin is unapologetic for what he does and
Yes.
just gets it done
Mhm.
and it works and he has a huge cult following.
Yes,
You
he
just
is
gotta make movies.
unapologetically himself and does what he wants. But I personally do not like the movies that he makes.
Okay. Thank you for taking a stand.
That is
you know,
very
I try. I
honest.
can't. I'm the bad person in the
I
group,
feel
so I
like-
have to be the different one.
Johnny, you watched To All the Boys I Loved before.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I watched
so-
it at work the other day. Matter of fact.
Did you really?
Aren't you supposed to work at work?
No, we didn't have any clothes to hang up, and there wasn't anybody in the store, so I was watching a movie. That's where I've been watching Dawson's Creek at. What do you mean?
Noah
Centineo?
Centineo
Mhm.
has been cast as He-Man.
Really?
They're making a new He-Man movie, and he will be your
Like-
He-Man.
Like
Noah's
He-Man.
getting
He-Man.
paid.
Yeah,
man.
like, by the power of Grayskull.
Is that gonna be like
Ooh.
a Netflix movie, or is that like
Yeah.
or
No.
just like a actual
No, it's
movie like
Actual
in theaters?
movie.
Ooh,
Like, kind of nerdy night out to see He-Man.
ooh.
Hmm.
I do like Noah, but he's doing a lot of stuff for Netflix right now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's
Alright.
got
I don't
that
even know who
Perfect
this
Date
person is.
movie. He's filming the second To All the Boys I've Loved Before movie.
To all the boys I've loved before again.
Yeah, basically. It's P.S. I still love you.
Ah,
Mm.
It's honestly, I feel very judged because I love that movie so much. Like when it first came out that weekend, I probably watched it 10 times. Like
No, you did not.
Yeah,
Is it a
yeah.
Netflix exclusive?
Netflix original.
we know you like the Hallmark
And
Channel.
I
We
read
get it.
I read all the books while I was on vacation in Virginia. So
How many books are there?
3.
There's one movie.
Yeah. Well, they only did the first book. Now they're
Okay.
doing the second book, and then
Oh,
they're
they
probably going to do the third book.
All right.
Hopefully,
Or they'll
Fingers
break it into
crossed.
two
I don't-
parts like they did with Twilight
I hope not.
and every other movie ever.
And he might be too busy being He-Man.
No.
Maybe He-Man is the romantic interest.
Peter Kavinsky. He is the main love interest, so he has to be in these movies. They can't recast him when we come to the third movie.
Well, if he's busy as He-Man, what are you
I'm
going
telling
to
you,
do?
He-Man's the romantic interest.
Can I touch on Netflix movies for just a
Yes.
second?
Yes.
This week, the Zac Efron as Ted
Oh my
Bundy.
god, I
Bundy.
can't wait.
Can't wait. I'm waiting to watch it with my daughter-in-law because we're all about that life. But I have good expectations. What about you
It
guys?
better be good.
I feel like it's gonna be.
I was
amazing.
not impressed with the Ted Bundy
The
he's
Ted
a
Bundy
serial
tapes?
killer. Yeah, that one. Because it was just zoomed in pictures of his face.
Well, literally, and it just
and everybody's like, it's so terrifying.
yeah. Well, I remember back in the day when this was all going on, I loved Mark Harmon as Ted Bundy in the made-for-TV movie in the 90s.
Ah.
Made for
love Mark
TV.
Harmon.
Yes.
Mark Harmon is
And-
the best.
I will always see Mark Harmon as Ted Bundy. When
I
everybody-
never saw that. I just know.
I just see
you
him
know,
as Gibbs
I think
now.
summer school.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm super stoked about it. So I figured that was a good little segue.
Oh, yeah.
Back to headlines.
Veronica Mars. They released some footage. They teased it. It will be back on Hulu. Very excited about that.
The
Never
original
watched
Veronica
that one.
Mars?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
It was.
It's got Kristen Bell in it.
It was where we first
Who?
met Kristen Bell. It was her first big role.
You don't know who Kristen Bell is?
Not by name.
Bruh. You're killing me.
I see her face.
She's on The Good Place.
Didn't watch
And
it.
she was in When in Rome with Josh Duhamel. She's married to Dax Shepard.
I don't know any of those
Oh, she's
people.
Elsa from Frozen, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
She's
there
also
we
from
go.
Frozen.
Finally, something I understand.
Oh, are you serious right now?
Is she
Let it
Elsa
go,
or
Johna.
Anna?
She's Elsa.
Elsa.
She's Elsa. Okay.
Let it go.
No, she's Anna.
She's
She's
Anna,
Anna because
right?
Elsa is Idina Menzel.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
Sorry.
She's
Thank you.
Anna.
I knew she was from
The
Frozen.
other sibling. Got it.
Who
The
Anna
other
is
sister.
my favorite. I am hashtag team Anna.
Yeah, me too. Same.
Okay.
Where do you stand?
I didn't know there were
If I had to
teams.
pick Anna or Elsa,
Yeah.
Anna,
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah. She's
Elsa was a
quirky,
whiny baby.
Right?
I'm gonna
She's
cry
so
and run away
whiny.
to the mountains.
Exactly.
No.
But I'm gonna look fabulous
She
while
was
I do
told
You have
it.
to
responsibilities.
conceal and don't feel. She was very depressed.
And yet here she was, not concealing and not feeling.
Reason stuff.
You're gonna run
I
away to the
wanted to
mountains
hate
every time you have
Frozen so
problems.
bad, but I love it so much.
I was okay with Frozen. I
I like
had.
the songs.
It's not the best movie.
I love it. I wanted to hate it, but I love it.
I didn't. I think I just saw it the one time. I'm okay with it.
Oh, I've seen it over.
I liked
and over
Tangled
Really?
better.
I like
love
Tangled.
Tangled.
Never seen
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
Romeo and Juliet.
It's Zachary
Why would
Levi.
I watch that?
You didn't watch Romeo
I
and
just
Juliet?
gotten into Zachary Levi because of Shazam. I mean, before that, I was just like, who's that guy?
Oh my gosh! I'm
Oh,
watching.
he's
I'm
the
watching
Humble, right? Yeah.
Chuck again because of the, it's oh my god, such a great show.
The kid from Shazam. What's his name?
The kid
Asher
from
Angel?
Shazam.
Asher Angel. He was on the Billboard Music Awards last night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and Zachary's going to be hosting the MTV
I know. I saw that.
Movie Awards.
I was
Got a
like,
lot
I
of
will be watching.
awards.
Mm-hmm.
So this kid, Asher,
Yeah.
is it just me, or does he not look like he could be Arya Stark's little brother?
I don't.
You mean what was the
Whatever
little
her
brother
name
that
is.
died? Rickon. It's been so long I forgot about it.
He
Oh.
looks just like the girl who plays Arya. I mean, think about look
Hey,
at it.
Did you know she's 22?
She's gorgeous.
They had to specify how old she was because of that scene in
Oh, I
Game of
bet.
Thrones.
Because you
Like,
look at her, she looks 16. I mean, the way they
well, and
no
because
makeup.
we've grown up with her, like
Yeah.
she was the little girl, that just wanted to play with a cat on the steps.
Nope.
And
And
now
with
she's
a
like,
sword.
"Ah!"
I don't know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Game of Thrones though for a hot
Okay.
second. So
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
I'm
looking
gonna-
up Asher
I'm gonna-
Angel. He's
I'm gonna put my microphone down.
he's gonna
first.
be Asher Angel. Oh my god, he does look like Arya.
You won't ever not see that.
Oh my gosh, I have to interview him at PopCon, and I'm just gonna stare at him. and
are
say,
you
Sorry.
Arya Stark's
"Be
brother?
Like, are you a Stark?
Please tweet at
Are
him.
you Rickon? Is this what happened when you died?
Wow. Wow. Okay, so you want to talk about Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Okay.
So from what I understand, the
Spoilers.
cinematographer said that the last episode of Game of Thrones was not too dark. He filmed it and it was good and it was fine because everybody was complaining that it was dark.
It was dark.
He said maybe HBO's compression of it made it darker, but the way he filmed it, it's supposed to be dark.
Right. I mean, I
Like-
got that.
But I feel like what he meant to say was like Game of Thrones is like dark content, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not physically dark.
No, I think he did. I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. There's no lights. There were clouds in the sky.
It's
you
nighttime.
Couldn't see anything. I think you saw enough, but it was just chaos. I don't feel like we missed it.
It's supposed to be chaos.
Yeah, there were fucking zombies. Oh. Not my podcast.
There were zombies.
There were
gotta blip that out.
zombies everywhere, you know, and that's what it was. And they run, and they have weapons. They are the scariest zombies ever.
My girl Arya doing us all justice.
Oh, I love her so much.
Our TV, which is, fairly new.
Everybody thought their TV was broken. It was so dark.
I was embarrassed because we had a friend over, and then he's watching it. I'm like, I swear our TV isn't garbage. I don't know what's happening. It's really pixelated. Like, what is that? I was distracted by how bad it looked.
Well, they said some
I
people
thought
with
it was
like
pixelated because I have bad internet.
yeah, they said some of the problems like with darkness and it being all weird looking was from streaming and maybe having a slow connection.
But here's the thing: I watch lots of things that are dark and they're okay. Sabrina's fine on my TV.
Sabrina was dark AF, man.
I
Let
mean,
me tell you.
not just like it's dark.
Dark, but
the
like
story.
physically
dark.
Physically
Yeah.
dark. Like you have to shut all the
Physically
lights
Oh,
off.
she was on the Billboard Awards last night too. Her and Harvey.
Was she?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I've
she's
been saying her
fantastic.
name correctly this whole time.
Was-
Kiernan Shipka.
Kiernan Shipka.
That's how
She's
you
so
say it.
cute.
She
She's
is.
Really cute.
Super cute.
I'm almost done with Sabrina.
Man, how come I always start watching things after you start watching them and then I always finish them before you?
Because you
Because
binge watch, Johna.
You sit
Sorry.
at work and watch TV all day.
Sorry,
You're
we
right.
have work to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes customers come in and I talk to them.
Can you come back during the commercial break
No, because on Hulu the commercial break's only like a minute and a half.
if you don't pay for premium?
Yeah, well,
Sabrina
mine's
on
free.
Hulu?
No,
Okay.
it's on Netflix.
No, Sabrina's on
Netflix.
Netflix, right?
Yes.
You know, it is on Hulu. Bob's Burgers. So
Love
good.
Bob's Burgers.
I
Never got
can't
into
get into
that.
Bob's Burgers.
Are you kidding me? I need to leave.
I can't get into any of that animated stuff
I
that's
can't
come
either.
out since The Simpsons. I'm just like,
Even The Simpsons, I was never big.
I
into.
was at first.
The Simpsons is great TV to put on while you're eating dinner
It is.
and not paying attention to
I
it.
usually fall
I
asleep
watch
to it.
shows about murder while I
I mean, I
eat,
love
so.
watching shows about murder. Don't get me wrong, but I pay attention to those.
That's true.
It's like Forensic Files. I'm eating this burger. Oh, that looks just like my burger. That's his brain.
Aw.
Let's talk about how awful the narrator is on Forensic Files, where it's like,
He can just put
you
me
know,
to
oh,
sleep.
she clocked out, but she'll never clock back in because she died.
It's like CSI Miami, but real life.
While we're on this stuff, Kitsie, do you have anything paranormal to share with
I
us?
do.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
bring it up.
Choo-choo-wee.
So since this is
Hey,
nerdy stuff. Oh, I'm sorry.
Open. Come on.
That sounded like Doctor Who.
Wee.
What are we going for?
It's time for Kitsie's paranormal update. Wee.
Why do we have to whisper?
Can you please make that the intro for your next season on Amazon Prime?
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
So the headline is Ghost Adventures host Zach Baggins buys haunted rocking chair from Warren exorcism that inspired Conjuring 3. So I'm going to start this with I don't know if you guys probably don't know this.
Lorraine Warren. Yep.
Just passed away.
Yep.
She was 92 years old.
I told Katie that.
I keep up with science,
I
okay?
did.
Was
Yeah,
it
it
science?
Was it science?
It's not science.
I assume there's like some kind of science involved.
She lived a long life. She was 92.
Very
She,
ghost hunting.
You know,
Yep.
and now
Very
she's
ghost
with her
hunting.
husband again.
She's considered like one of the original paranormal
like
investigators.
the OG paranormal
Ah,
investigators. Her
okay.
and her husband. All the Conjuring movies are based on her and her husband.
Okay.
So she was kind of a big deal, but
Kind
she's in a good place. Like I really feel like it. So this chair was the site of the exorcism of David Glatzel, Glatzel.
Okay.
Sounds right.
A young boy who was seemingly possessed by a demon. Lorraine and Ed performed an exorcism on the boy, but when the demon left him, it seemingly entered another person. So the demon known as the Beast was seen in this chair that
Oh.
Baggins had
Ooh,
bought.
okay.
Knowing the famed Ed and Lorraine Warren were a part of this case, and that I was able to buy everything from a member of the Glatzel family, had in connection to it, included the Devil's Rocking Chair, was a major score for me, Baggins said. He buys all the haunted things, puts it in his museum. I can't express how amazing his haunted museum is.
He's gonna have
have
his
you
own.
been?
Yes.
Ah.
It's in Las Vegas. It's absolutely amazing. There's Peggy the doll who's there. The Dybbuk box is there.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
The stairs from the Demon House in Gary are there.
Wow.
Oh yeah, the demon house that doesn't exist anymore.
Ed Kevorkian's murder van is
Hey.
there.
What?
Yeah, it's an amazing.
That's a lot.
Yeah, no, it's huge, and it's done really well. Not too Disney, not too dark, but there's actually holy water stains on this chair to this day, which I thought
Really?
was really cool.
Wow.
So it doesn't really sit. Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say it doesn't say what he paid for it, but he paid $67,000
That's
Oh
like my
my
student
gosh.
loans.
chair haunted by a demon.
So
Can I
when
have
you're
some
there,
money, please?
is it just like a demon party? Like,
Do they hang out?
You didn't feel
any
anything?
bad vibes there, except for one room,
okay.
and I can never remember the lady's name. It was a paranormal investigator in the 70s who did this huge experiment in her home. And Zach bought everything, absolutely everything. You can't find anything about her online because her family just shut it down. They were embarrassed by her.
Oh, wow.
There's nothing about it online.
Dang.
But I walked in, and I feel like I'm going to throw up just thinking about it.
Oh.
Sounds
And-
ominous.
And I felt like
John scooted away
this is
from
going
you.
to sound really weird. I felt my spirit guides pushing me out of that room. I looked at the tour guide and I said, I'm sorry, I have to step out. And I did. It
Wow.
was
Dang.
so overwhelming. Everything, Dybbuk box, nothing. Demon House stairs,
That I would assume would be
Nothing.
cool.
it's surrounded by sage and salt and in a glass box and this, that, and the other.
They're
I watched
they're
that
keeping
movie.
all the fun trapped inside.
Oh
Yeah, I
no!
Don't
How
open
dare
it.
they keep the ghosts trapped? Okay,
It's not always ghosts.
demons, ghosts,
Yeah.
whatever.
So much there. And he just really did a very good job at this museum.
Wow.
I
And
highly
anybody can
recommend
go?
Yeah.
You can make a trip. And
Yeah.
Next trip to Las Vegas.
It's right
Here we
outside of
come.
Old Town
Next
Vegas.
trip, like we make trips to Vegas.
I've been to
He's
Las
not gonna
Vegas the
go
last
if we
10
do
years.
make a trip. What do you
Right?
mean?
She'll be like,
Las
I'll meet you.
Vegas.
I'll meet you at the airport. Now when we get on the plane, she'll leave.
Check the hours though, because I showed up 3 hours early
Oh.
for some reason.
Okay.
Didn't open till like 1. I thought I saw 11 because numbers are hard for me.
That's okay. I feel that.
All right. Thank you very much for listening. I don't, unless anybody has anything else nerdy. Johna?
I would like to say
Yeah.
I tweeted about it, but I love Pacey now on Dawson's Creek.
Oh, we got a Dawson's Creek update. What made you love Pacey?
Well, him and his girlfriend Andy, him and his
Yeah.
girlfriend right now, Andy, 'cause
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they don't end up together. But they're so sweet to each other, and her mom's got like really bad depression or something
Mhm.
like that. She's real messed up in the head, but he's just like so sweet to her, and he helps her like come out of her little funks or whatever. And he also stood up for Jack, who is air quotes the gay kid on the show, and he stood up for him in school. And he got suspended for it and everything. And he was like, I'm gonna take this suspension. He spit in his teacher's face. I was like, dang, this is legit out here. His teacher deserved it though, honestly. Like, I don't believe in like spitting on people, but his teacher deserved that.
Sounds like it.
I have been waiting for you to join Team Pacey for some time now.
This
I'm on
day
Team
has
Pacey.
finally come.
Welcome
Yes.
to the party. And on that note, you can follow us at Kinda Nerdy Girls on Twitter and Instagram. You can keep up with Johna's Dawson's Creek updates. And, you know, things that have happened more recently. As
Not in the
opposed-
90s.
As opposed to 20-some years ago. And then, let's see, wisheswandsandwine.com. If you would go, here's the cool thing about granting a wish is that it's the average cost of a wish is about $8,000.
Mhm.
So you think of how many millions of Harry Potter fans there are in the world.
Yeah.
So
And
many.
just millions of awesome, nerdy people. The geek community is fantastic. If 800 people donated $10, her wish would be granted right now.
I love that.
$10. That's all it takes.
I'm donating right now. Where's
All
my
right.
phone?
All right. Wisheswandsandwine.com. Thanks for listening.